I think I'll be very brief. I just want to first of all thank the organizers of this conference. And wow, it's a great crowd. I would not want to talk much on the cleaners, and really I want to go straight to this government and what they're trying to do, and what I think we can do, because I think we can fight back. Over the years, 20 years, when the cleaners were being exploited, of course it was a form of courts as well. And all the grades in the transport region, they thought, well, it's because these are cleaners. And unknown to them that it was a strategy of the capitalists, they start from the weakest link to the, up. And so when we started campaigning for the London living wage, it was very tough. Like my comrade said, some of us were victimized, and in fact, some of us are still being victimized on a daily basis. But you know what? I really don't think of it as, kind of tough, because from where I come from, Nigeria, there was situations then where the governments are just like this government. They were very ruthless, they were brutal. I remember as a student leader then, we cried out when we had this slogan, Babangida must go. And it reminded me of what George Osborne, during the Camden conference, when I listened carefully to George Osborne's speech, and I felt so angry. I was angry because, he made that speech robbing us. He thinks he has the right to rob us of our employment rights. Yeah. And he said it with such impunity. And it reminded me of, during the Babangida era where, he came up, he was very ruthless and felt he could, treat us the way he liked. But you know what? There was a difference between then and here now. That anger I felt, I was able to channel it into a constructive mobilization in order to counter such oppressive attack on us as students. And, when he talked about us giving up our employment rights for just less than £2,000, it was ridiculous. And it drew a borderline, a line between the capitalists, the rich, and us. So there's a battle already, there's a battle line being drawn by this condemned government. And we must not take it lightly. And I hope that we will be able to do what we did in Nigeria years back, where we were able to make Nigeria a living hell for Babangida to operate. It's now time to act. It's now time to fight back. Yeah. And it's now time to organize. And we are the people to do that. We are the people to stand up. We are the people to lead the public. And I would want us to, examine, to look at the uprising in Africa. When in Nigeria, for instance, some of you must have heard the story. I was part and parcel of that Babangida must go stagger. And we were faced with, treasonable offenses, yep, where you cannot even carry handbills. You can't, we were declared wanted. I could remember I had to move from one campus to the other, disguised, so that I would not be recognized. Because at every checkpoint, we were being, looked after. And I remember carrying handbills and making it as if I was pregnant. And I was an elderly woman. And I remember holding meetings in forests where you have chimpanzee animals that could rape a woman. Unfortunately, even though we were very few ladies, because as ladies then, the way we were treated, our positions were in the kitchen, but some of us said, no, we can lead. Yeah. And then we mobilized the government, the workers. And for 3 days, Nigeria was at a standstill. Yep. And that collective strike pulled down the regime of Babangida, and that's what we need in this country. Yeah. That think that they can come out and still arrive. Because for me, there's no difference between a robber who sits with a gun and a George Osborne who thinks he can just come up and steal my rights, my employment rights. Yep. Where now, because what it is that what the cleaning companies will start doing, and of course other employers, they will systematically start sacking those old contracts. Yep. With new ones that have no rights. Yep. So it is our turn to do what was done in Nigeria years back, to do what is being done in Spain and in other parts of Europe, and of course in the Arab Spring. Yep. We can do it, and we must do it. Thank you.